Hello YouTube, this is Super Person, but of course you can call me Super, and I'm here to make another video. This time, it is about, as the title implies, my experiences as being a dragonkin. Very specific. A person sent me a message and asked if, I would make a video about my experiences or talk about my experiences being a dragonkin because they're a dragonkin. And honestly, that's awesome. I'd love to make videos based on you guys' requests, because like I've said before, I have no idea what I'm doing half the time, as far as, requests go. As far as making videos go. So it's nice to have, something you would like to see, and I'll make it, because then it gives me motivation to make a video, because I know what you guys want. So, yeah, I'm here to make that video. Thank you for suggesting that, commenter. I don't remember your name now, but, you sent me the message, but thank you for asking it, because it's a good valid thing. Okay, what is my experiences as being a dragonkin? Now, as a disclaimer, just because I don't want people attacking me because my experiences are different than theirs. Disclaimer here: my experiences are my own. I cannot say my experiences are the law of how a dragonkin should feel or how you should feel as a dragonkin. These are just the things I experience as a dragonkin, what makes me a dragonkin in my mind, so on and so forth. End disclaimer. So, yes. My experiences as a dragonkin are... I'm not sure where to begin. They vary. There's a lot of things about being a dragonkin that happens to me, so it's there's not a lot to talk about, but it's sort of where do I start? As a dragonkin, I have always been fascinated by heights. That's always been a thing. I've always loved roller coasters. I'm not sure if this is all dragonkin. I've met other dragonkins in real life who have agreed on this fact, but I love heights. I love being on a rooftop. I love being on ladders as long as they're stable. If they're flimsy ladders, even I'll get scared. But, if it's a stable ladder, I love being up high. Roller coasters, I love them to death. Because, to me, a roller coaster is, when I'm riding them, I can really get into it. Depending on how the roller coaster is. I mean, being up high, best part of the roller coaster is not even the drop. It's just when you're going up the hill and you can look to your left or right and just gaze at the beauty of it all. How high, it's just amazing to me to be high up. Because I feel naturally I should be able to be high up. I've always felt like I should be able to fly and be high up. So, roller coasters, ladders, stuff like that, imitate that in the best way I can as a human. I'm up high. For example, if I go to a mall, my favorite thing to do in a mall or anywhere that has a 2-second story is to, walk to the balcony, if you're in the second story, and look down on people. I love to look down on people. It's a prey drive thing for me. If I feel somewhat shifty, that's my term, sort of active, she's active and I'm somewhat shifty, or even just in general, I like to look over and it's a prey thing. To me, I'm looking down on my prey, which is really weird to think. It's not like I'm going to jump down and attack them. I know that's what dragon meat like to do, but it's just nice to see. It just feels right to look down on, above things like that, to see the top view of people's heads and their bodies and all of that. So, as a dragonkin, that's a big thing for me is heights and, being up high and doing that stuff. That's always been the thing. Flying, always want to fly, so... with me, a weird thing is, when I was younger, I'd be laying in the gymnasium, right? Laying there on the floor, because I didn't like gym growing up. And I'd be looking, the gym in school generally had a really tall roof. The rafters were, extremely high up. I remember I would always look up at them, and for some reason wonder, why can't I reach those? It's a really stupid thought, but I always, why can't I fly up there and touch those? I feel like I should be able to. Why can't I? Why am I stopped? I don't know, flying has been an experience for me, it's always been a thing for me, so as a dragonkin, the, thought that I should fly, the feeling of heights are really important to me, roller coasters, like I said, are great to me, any, sort of ride that takes me up high is wonderful, stuff like that. Also, the dragonkin, I've always, shifted in my dreams, ever since I was younger, I don't know how, I think I'm a lot, I don't know how young I was when it started. Flying has always been a thing in my dreams. And once again, I don't know if this is every dragonkin's thing. I've had some dragonkins agree on the roller coaster height thing. Dream shifting, that's its own thing. I don't know. Maybe you have or not, but I don't know how young I was when I began turning into a dragon. I've always flown in my dreams. That has been a thing since I've been born. Like, I've always, as far as I consciously remember dreams, flying has been a thing, and that's just something I enjoy in dreams and what my dream self does all the time. With wings, magic, levitating, whatever, I've always flown. But shifting into a dragon in my dreams has happened since I was quite young, and it's always been a red dragon. It was funny how that is. Even when I was younger and knew nothing about Otherkin, I always turned into a red dragon. Is what I am as I'm a maroon, like really dark red dragonkin. So it's been the thing since I was younger. I always turned into a red dragon, and that, not always. It wasn't like it was every day I dreamed. Flying was an every day I dreamed, basically. That still happens now. Shifting into a dragon in my dreams was like a once in a while thing, but it did happen, and it's always sort of happened. So as a dragonkin, that's happened to me. Trying to think of other things. As a dragonkin, I do get the phantom things, so I will very often have phantom horns. They're almost constantly there at all times. I don't even pay attention to them half the time. They're like always here. Sometimes it varies between like just cause I have 4 horns on my head. I have like the top 2, and I have like lower ones. Generally the top 2 are the main ones I feel most of the time. The lower ones kind of fade in and out, but the top 2 are generally always there. Like right now they're somewhat there. They're just sort of there. My face, I'll feel phantom face occasionally. It happens on and off. There's not really triggers for my phantom features. Like, I have phantom claws occasionally, phantom tail, phantom wings, stuff like that. There's no real trigger for them to come out. They just sort of do whenever they feel like. I can't control them or make them come out. I can try to visualize them to make them more, I can feel them better, but it doesn't always work. They sort of happen when they want to happen. Wings generally only, I mean, they can come out during the day, but they generally only come out at night when I like take off my bra, and to me that's like a release. Like, I don't know, it's a weird thing. Like, to me, undoing my bra and like having my shirt off is like, oh thank God, my wings are free. Hey, yay. So that is a thing. Trying to think. The mental shifting thing as a dragonkin happens once a week for me, generally speaking. It usually happens at night, but I can get very shifty during the day. Triggers for my shiftiness as a dragonkin could be hunger. It could be, it's generally hunger. Activity, if I get like really active physically, that can sort of get me going dragon-wise. Stuff like that. It's quite entertaining to, depending on the level of how shifty I am, because if you don't know, I do like the heavy M shifts, like the ones that are like, I sort of lose my humanity for like 30 minutes or however long my shift ends up being. So it's sort of a risky thing to do. I'm glad, I usually save them for nighttime when I'm alone, in my room, and then when it happens, no one's around to see it. Because, God, no, I don't want anyone to see it. No. Because I know I look crazy. I wouldn't want to see myself doing it. I don't. I never want to see a videotape recording of me shifted. I would look the most ridiculous nonsense of me on all fours making weird noises. It's just like, no. But at night, I do, like I said, I do the heavy M shifts, so they happen once a week, and they happen at night. But during the day, my shiftiness can vary. Some days I can feel very little like a dragon. Other days I can feel very much like a dragon, have instincts of a dragon a lot. Instincts are an interesting thing. I'm not sure if every kin gets them, but like, the best way to describe an instinct is like a feeling, a gut feeling you should be doing something. Like, it feels right to do that. You don't really question it. Like, yesterday, for example, I was cold, right? I'm sitting in this chair cold, and I was somewhat active, shifty feeling. Like, not a lot, but getting there. Like, I could definitely feel dragon stuff happening. And I was like, which can be distracting. So I'm like, I couldn't sit in one spot. I had too much energy because of the dragon thing. So I was like, okay, let me get up. And I was cold. So I walked by the window, and an instinct hit me almost immediately of, there's sunlight. I want to lay in the sunlight. And that was like you should be laying in the sunlight. No thought, just lay in the sunlight. What are you doing? Lay in it. I'm like, oh, like, it's just like boom, I should be laying in it. So that's what I did. I laid, like, with my head sort of perched on something for like half an hour more. And that felt really right to do, and that's a dragon instinct I have, like that. That is one instinct of a dragon I get often. I also, like, another instinct I will get, like, I get prey drive occasionally. Not for people often, like, that's a rare one. For animals, I do get prey drive for animals occasionally. It's entertaining, I don't act upon them, but I do get it, like, the feeling, like, chase it, pounce on it, fly on it, grab it with your talons, bite the back of its neck, stuff like that. Really weird stuff, stuff like that. I don't, obviously I don't, I'm a vegetarian, if you don't know. Haha, I'm a dragonkin who's a vegetarian. Yeah, my dragon sight's not a fan of that, I'm sure. Me being a, that's confusing. But, yeah, I'm a vegetarian, which do you think is ironic, as I'm technically a carnivore in the sense of my dragon sight, but my thought process is I'm a human now, and, okay, maybe back in my other life I ate meat, which I have memories of, that's, okay, me hunting things, that was fun, but as I am now, I'm a vegetarian. I've never even had meat in my whole life. Yes, I will repeat that, I've never had meat my entire life. My mom was a vegetarian, raised me as a vegetarian, so I've never had an ounce of meat, so don't get me wrong, there are instincts where I want to plow into meat, and it's really hard when I get really dragon shifty to not, like, do that, but I do a good job controlling it. I think I do. What else? Instincts. Instincts are interesting. Those are the most interesting things. I will get instincts to, oh yeah, coins. I do believe dragons hoard things. That's a thing. Like, I don't know why. My dragon, like, I love crystals a lot. Like, that's something I've always liked. My dragon side likes crystals, but it's not the main thing for the dragon part of me. Like, dragon part of me loves coins. Pennies specifically. I don't know why my dragon side likes pennies, but when I see a penny, and I'm feeling shifty, I must pick it up, and I must put it in my mouth. I need to taste it for 5 seconds. I need to, like, get my scent on it, and then I will put it in my hoard later. Yes, I have a collection of pennies and metal, lots of metal. I don't know why, but my dragon side likes metal. I don't understand that. I would have thought crystals. I like crystals. I mean, the dragon part of me does like crystals because they're shiny in some regard, but it's definitely metal is what my dragon side is way more into. Like, me, the dragon likes. So I have like nuts and bolts, and I have pennies and chains and random stuff in my little, like, hoard I've collected over, like, years now of just things that I've collected from instincts to pick them up. So that's one thing. I also get the urge, as a dragon, I believe dragons, this is what I do at least, try to help you out, Dragonkin, I don't know if other dragons do it. Dragons do, like, every animal sort of leaves scent marking territory, stuff like that. Well, I do believe I can breathe fire as a dragon. I've done it in my dreams. Obviously, I can't do it in real life, but I've done it in my dreams many a times. Entertaining thing, by the way. If you lucid dream and do that, it's weird. Really fun, but weird. I can scourge things. Where, like, in dreams I've done it, where, like, well, if I'm shifted, instead of breathing fire, I breathe really hot air, in a sense, so I can leave marks. Like, burning things, scorching things, or leaving a scent on them. Like, without even leaving, like, blowing out whatever I do before I ignite it, like when I breathe fire the dragon in my dreams, it's not like a fire comes completely out of my mouth. The fire doesn't start till, like, here. Like, the fire doesn't ignite until out of my mouth. So, I can do this thing where I can scent mark with the thing that starts the fire, like the gas, I guess. So, that's something in real life when I'm shifty, I know I do. Like, I scent mark things that way. I mean, obviously I can't breathe that gas in real life, but I make the noise and the motion that I think that would go along with it. It's confusing. No, I will not demonstrate these things on camera. No. So that's the thing. I don't know if all Dragonkins do that, but I do believe it's maybe a way they set marks to their territory. I believe fire probably is one way they went, burn, this is mine, but I think as a subtle, not destroy everything kind of thing, they did, like, the scent marking, maybe scorching things, or just doing the weird gassy, like, hot air out on their property, their territory. I do believe that's a thing. Trying to think of what else. Other instincts. Trying to think. Oh, yeah, when I'm up high, like, I work, at a place where I'm on ladders. I work at 2 jobs, but, like, today I'm wearing my my teaching job, sure. But at my other job, I work in a store that has tall ladders. And when I'm up high on the ladder, I do get instincts to jump off. And, to fly. The whole flying thing again, the heights. That's one of those instincts, obviously, I do not listen to, because I would die. They're like 12-foot ladders. I would die. But, or I'd break everything. I'd break something. I wouldn't fly, that's for sure. I'm very much a realist about it. I'm not going to fly in real life, so that's one of those instincts that I ignore. I mean, it's cool to feel it, it's interesting to feel instincts, but it's sort of annoying to have to shut down some instincts where, like, you really want to do something, but you're like, no, Dragon Me. No, that will kill me. No, let's not jump off a ladder. I'm never going to jump off a ladder, but there is that instinct where it's like, jump off the ladder. Yeah, fly. It's like, no, I can't fly in real life, so let's not jump off that ladder and say I never did. Trying to think what else I do. I like to lay like a dragon as best as I can. My neck is too incredibly short. I mean, one thing I will say as a dragonkin, when I get really shifty, my neck will drive me insane because my neck's way too short. I have a very long neck. Like my neck and my hair. My hair drives me insane. I'm a dragon. I don't have hair when I'm a dragon. Human, of course I do. But as a dragon, hair will drive me insane. Like it touching my face, like my bangs here, this whole thing drives me insane. My neck will drive me insane too. I like to lay as much as I can like a dragon when I feel shifty, and it's sort of curling up. But obviously my neck and my back can't do it correctly because human body shoulders are wrong and neck's wrong and everything's wrong. So it doesn't work out great, but I like to try. So that's one thing I like to do as a dragonkin is like when I'm shifty, lay a certain way. I like to prop my neck on things because it's hard to lay with long neck, but dragon long neck. I like to lay my neck on things. Trying to think what else I do with a dragonkin without making this video 30 minutes long. What else do I do? I said, alright, I went over the mental shifting thing, the whole dream thing, the instincts. I went over all the instincts I think I have. I don't think I have any more. I mean, okay, sometimes when I eat, it's a rare thing. It's only when I'm really shifty. When I eat, I have the instinct to, like, not use my hands and be all animalistic and plow my face into the food. Once again, I'm not gonna do that, but it's an instinct. Oh, as a I like to rip up cardboard. I like to rip up things when I'm shifty. Cardboard really, to me, feels great. Like, it's not the same as ripping flesh or anything, and not as a vegetarian, I wouldn't do it anyway, but I don't know, like, taking cardboard in my mouth and then ripping it apart, and, like, taking my neck and pulling back and, like, ripping it just feels really awesome. It makes my dragon side happy, at least, when I'm shifty, so that's another instinct I do. What else do I do? I don't know. I'm trying to think other things. I guess to briefly go over it, as a dragonkin, I have the whole, like, I've loved heights forever, and roller coasters for that very reason. Anything up high. I love two-story malls because I'm up high. I like running and I like exercising just because sometimes that gets my dragon side active, and I don't know, that works. I do get instincts, like I said, like the eating meat instinct, the sunbathing instinct, the collecting coins and shiny things instinct, the prey drive I get, the laying down and the curling motion, the vocalizations I do get occasionally where I want to, like, make a noise. Like, I don't want to demonstrate it, but it's like a very deep noise, like a growl, deepy noise. I do that a lot. What else? What other instinct was there? Crap. The flying, the prey drive, the coins, the scent marking things, with the hair, breathe fire, and all that. So instincts, I get instincts as a dragon, I get all the phantom features as a dragonkin, the M-shifting thing. What else is there? I don't know. So yeah, that's basically me, like, the things that make me a dragonkin, you know? Like, the things I experience as a dragonkin. They vary day to day, and by no means do you have to have the same experiences I have as a dragonkin for you to be a dragonkin. But I hope this helped out. Like, this is what I feel generally, my instincts, what my fandom things and my M shifts and all that makes me a dragonkin. So, thanks for watching, guys. If, once again, like, this was a suggested video from someone who sent me a message, like, in my inbox, feel free to send me messages in my inbox if you have anything you want to see related to fish, related to Otherkin, lucid dreaming, meditation, animal guides, so on and so forth. Feel free to send me a message, and I will definitely get back to you. This is proof enough. If it's a cool enough topic and I can't think of anything else to talk about, I will talk about your topic if you want me to say it. But thanks, guys, for watching. I'm sorry this is really long. I hope you watched the whole thing. If you did, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. High five to you, man. Or girl. Otherkin. Human. Whoever. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a super day.